Hello everyone, this is Karen.
Hello everyone, I'm Shane.
Today we're looking at day 1 of Taiwan's tiny but beautiful green island. And the vocabulary words are rough.
Rough.
The plane made a rough landing, but no one was hurt.
Design.
Design.
I like this computer model because of its cool design.
Political.
Political.
Giving away government secrets is considered a political crime.
Prisoner.
Prisoner.
The prisoners are provided with 3 meals every day.
Rare.
Rare.
It is rare for Pam to smile in photos. So she takes photos like this.
Yeah.
I always smile in
Me
photos.
too.
Okay, so we're talking about Taiwan's tiny but beautiful island that is called the...
Green Island.
That's right.
I've never been there.
Well,
Have you?
guess who has?
You've been there?
I've actually been to Green Island.
Wow, is it really green?
It is super green, super beautiful.
So where is this island?
It's when you take the boat from Taidong, it's like a 50-minute boat ride.
Oh, so first you have to go to Taidong and then take a boat there.
Because it's very close.
50 minutes is not very long by boat. That's
So it's very
quick.
close to Taidong. Sometimes the boat ride can be a little bit rough.
A little bit rough.
Yeah.
Will you get seasick?
Well, it depends. I don't really get seasick, so
Neither do I.
For some people who do, they can take the pills for, getting seasick, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but Green Island is very, very beautiful. I remember a few years ago when we went, we actually rented a scooter.
Oh, I heard that's the way to do it.
That's right.
And it's really a small island, right?
It is. It's very, very small, but the scenery was absolutely beautiful, and you can see a lot of animals
Can you stay
too.
overnight there?
Well, we went camping.
Oh, cool.
Actually, we went camping. I remember, was it 1 night or 2 nights? So, yeah, there are many places where you can go camping, and there are bed and breakfast where you can stay at
nice.
too.
So you
a
can
lot
stay.
of animals.
All right, well, let's learn a little bit more about Green Island.
All right, enjoy.
Taiwan's tiny but beautiful Green Island. One of my favorite travel experiences in Taiwan was my trip to the tiny but beautiful Green Island, which is located off the southeast coast. To get to Green Island, my friend and I took a 50-minute boat ride from Taidong. While the boat ride was a bit rough, it was worth it when we saw the beautiful scene that was waiting for us on the other side.
Today's lesson is called Taiwan's Tiny but Beautiful Green Island. Part 1. Hello everyone, my name is Jeff.
And I'm Mike. Yes, we're leaving Taiwan, well, the main part of Taiwan, and we're going to Green Island, that beautiful little island off the east coast of Taiwan. It's a great place to go. I went there a few years ago and I loved it. I had a great time.
During a typhoon.
During a typhoon. There was nobody there, and the typhoon actually turned around and went back to the Philippines, so the weather was quite nice, and there was nobody there. It was great. Everything was closed.
You had Green Island to yourself.
It was me and my friends and like 3 other young guys from Taiwan, and we kept seeing each other as we drove around the island. Yeah, kind of, oh, it's you guys again. But it was great, and it's a beautiful place, and the people were friendly and lovely, and I had a fabulous time.
Well, the author of our article, well, they feel the same way. This person writes, one of my favorite travel experiences in Taiwan was my trip to the tiny but beautiful Green Island, which is located off the southeast coast, as Mike alluded to earlier. Now, how do you get there? Well, to get to Green Island, the author says, my friend and I took a 50-minute boat ride from Taidong. So there you go. You go to Taidong first, and then you can take a boat. You can also take a boat from Taidong to Lanyu, although I believe that trip's a little bit longer.
Oh, okay. And it says, while the boat ride was a bit rough, it was worth it when we saw the beautiful scene that was waiting for us on the other side. Yeah, that famous 50-minute boat ride can be a little bit rough. Now, rough, this is basically here the opposite of smooth.
Not smooth sailing.
If the water is smooth, that's right, there aren't many waves, so your boat will just kind of sit there and move gently. If it's rough, oh, your boat's moving around a lot. But we generally use rough in this way to talk about something that's more bumpy, more upsetting. A rough car ride over a country road will be very different different from the smooth streets you find in the city.
The boat is going to move towards Green Island, and along the way it's going to be thrown up and down by the waves. We do not have smooth sailing here. It's going to be rough seas, or at least this person's journey was kind of rough in that way. Anyways, for example, the plane made a rough landing, but no one was hurt. Was it smooth? No, there was a lot of jingling and jangling. People might have thought they were going to crash even it was that bad, but it turned out okay. All right, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a break, but don't go away. We'll be back after this.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。这一次要介绍的旅游景点是绿岛。Mike 老师说，他几年前去绿岛的时候，那时候刚好有台风靠近，没有什么游客。那他跟朋友们在那边玩得非常尽兴。老师用到 fabulous 这个字 ，Fabulous。Fabulous 就可以形容非常棒的、极好的、令人印象深刻的。那么 have a fabulous time 就可以表达玩得非常开心，度过很棒的时光。好，那我们接着来听听看作者的绿岛之旅。绿岛呢是在台湾本岛东南外海。那么作者跟他的朋友从台东搭了50分钟的船，虽然坐船的过程中有点颠簸，不过呢，当他们看到另一头美丽的景色时，就觉得一切都值得了。好，先来看单字 rough。rough 它可以用来形容海浪是汹涌的、颠簸的，也可以形容是崎岖难行的。那有一个意思相近的字是 bumpy。bumpy 也可以形容崎岖不平的或者是颠簸的。好，那么单字例句提到说这个飞机降落的时候很颠簸，那这时候飞机不是会咔嗒咔嗒咔嗒出现很多奇奇怪怪的声音吗？ Jeff 老师这时候用到 jingling and jangling 就是用来形容金属等等物品它碰撞发出的一连串的声音，有点像我们说的叮铃哐啷的那种声音。好，那么刚刚说到一切都值得了，我们来学习 worth it 的用法。worth 它是指值得，值得做什么，或是具有什么样的价值。那么 be worth 之后可以接名词或动名词，例如 The movie is worth watching， 就是说那部电影值得一看。好，那我们要介绍的 worth it 它是固定用法，常见的句型有两种。第一种是用 something is worth it， 例如 This laptop is more expensive, but it's worth it。这台笔电呢比较贵，不过它很值得。第二个用法是 It is worth it 加上不定词，那这时候 it 是虚主词，用来代替真正的主词，就是句尾这个不定词。例如 Do you think it's worth it to spend a lot of money on a luxury watch？ 你认为花很多钱去买一只奢华的手表值得吗？好，接着回到课文中。
Taiwan's tiny but beautiful Green Island. When we arrived, we headed to Nanliao Village, where we cooled off with some shaved ice that was topped with a Green Island specialty, seaweed. The shaved ice shop we chose had a jail-themed design that was inspired by Green Island's dark past. The island was once the place where political prisoners were sent.
Okay, we've got the author and a friend, and they're going to Green Island. Now, the author writes, When we arrived, we headed to Nanliao Village, where we cooled off with some shaved ice that was topped with a Green Island specialty. Seaweed, yeah. Sounds delicious? It is.
Interesting. So shaved ice is normally topped with, I don't know, mango or red bean or some strawberries or something. But on Green Island, you can get it with seaweed on top, kind of nori flavored shaved ice. And there's another interesting thing about the shaved ice business or shop on Green Island. It says the shaved ice shop we chose had a jail-themed design that was inspired by Green Island's dark past.
Ooh, a dark past. That sounds mysterious.
It does kind of.
Does it have
sound...
something to do with the jail?
Well, it does, yes. Of course, Green Island has been famous for being a jail for prisoners from long ago. So they have this jail-themed design. It's just the look, the appearance, the feel of the place makes you think of a jail. And that's what a design is, basically. It's the appearance of something. It's how something looks, all right? So if you go to a Japanese-style restaurant, the design will have Japanese art in it, or Japanese-style furniture, or Japanese-style music, and all of that stuff kind of comes together to give you this special design, this special look or feeling or appearance of the place. For example, I like this computer model because of its cool design. It's got these extra little artistic things they've put on it to kind of make it look, have it be shaped, or give you a special feeling to it. It's not that important. It's more of the artistic side of how it looks.
Okay, now more on the dark past
Yes.
of Green Island.
The real dark past, not the shaved ice shop.
Yeah, and
Okay.
you can leave the shaved ice
Yes,
shop.
anytime.
It's not a prison.
Well, you have to pay first. But...
If you don't pay, that's theft.
Yeah.
You could go to jail for that. Anyways, the island, Green Island, was once the place where political prisoners were sent. Here we do have the word political. It's an adjective. Now, usually when someone commits a political crime, they haven't stolen anything or killed anybody, but they might have said the wrong thing inside a government or something like that. They might have backed the wrong movement, so on and so forth. So that's what a political prisoner would have done. They might have said the wrong thing when they were in the government. They might have said the wrong thing about a king or a prince or a dictator or something like that, and they get sent to prison for it. For example, giving away government secrets is considered a political crime. Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Okay, and a prisoner is basically a person in a prison, someone in a jail. They have committed a crime, they've gone to court to see the judge, and someone in the court, the judge found them guilty. You did that crime, we have the proof, we have your fingerprints, we found the gun in your home, whatever, you did it, so now you have to go to jail. And if you are in jail for anywhere from a few days or weeks or months to your whole life, you are a prisoner. You can't leave. You'll have maybe special orange clothes or black and white clothes. You'll be locked up most of the time.
And no shaved ice.
And no shaved ice. And if you escape, of course, they'll go and hunt you down and find you and bring you back to jail because, well, prisoners have to stay in jail until they are allowed to leave. For example, the prisoners are provided with 3 meals every day. Well, yes, I hope so. They're prisoners, but they're still people.
They just don't get any shaved ice.
No, they can't go anywhere they want.
Okay, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a short break, but don't go away. We'll be back after this.
好，当作者和朋友们到达绿岛时，他们就前往南寮村，在那边吃剉冰凉快一下。那么剉冰上面有放绿岛的特产，就是海藻。Mike 老师说，这感觉像是海苔口味的剉冰诶。那么他说的 nori 就是海苔 ，nori flavored 就可以形容海苔口味的。好，这边还有3个重点。第一个 head。头，它当动词的时候可以表达前往，朝什么方向走。那么 head to 加名词就表示前往某地。例如 We headed to a museum after lunch。我们吃完午餐后前往一间博物馆。第2个重点 cool off， 它表示变凉或者是降温。例如 Let's get some ice cream to cool off。我们去吃点冰淇淋来凉快一下吧。第3个重点 top 在这边当动词表示覆盖，放在什么的上面。那么常常用被动语态 be topped with 加名词来表达在上面加了什么，覆盖了什么。例如 The waffles were topped with berries whipped cream and maple syrup。那些松饼上面有加了莓果、鲜奶油，还有枫糖浆，好好吃哦。那作者接着写到，他们选的那一间刨冰店的设计是以监狱为主题。那这个灵感是来自于绿岛黑暗的过去，因为以前有很多政治犯是被送到绿岛的。好，那这边有3个单字 ，design， 它是在这边当名词表示设计 ，political 是形容政治的。Charles 老师提到政治犯可能是得罪了君主啊，得罪了独裁者。那老师用到 dictator，dictator 就表示独裁者。好，下一个单词 prisoner 就表示犯人、囚犯。解华课文中。
Taiwan's tiny but beautiful Green Island. Later that evening, we joined a wildlife tour offered by the bed and breakfast we stayed at. We hopped on our scooter and followed our tour guide around the island as he showed us animals and plants that call Green Island home. We spotted Formosan sika deer, goats, and even a rare type of stick insect.
Okay, let's get back into our story here. Our author is writing about their trip to Green Island. Anyways, after having that delicious shaved ice, they did some stuff, and then later that evening, the author writes, we joined a wildlife tour offered by the bed and breakfast we stayed at. So they went to a B&B, a bed and breakfast. That's where they stayed when they were on Green Island, and apparently there was a wildlife tour offered by the people at this bed and breakfast. How cool.
That is pretty cool. It says we hopped on our scooter and followed our tour guide around the island as he showed us animals and plants that call Green Island home. Yeah, it's a small island, but it has a lot of different interesting natural wildlife and plants. Of course, you can rent a scooter and drive around, so it's a good way to see the whole island, and with a guide there, they'll be able to really give you some interesting local information and help you find some of these animals, such as...
Well, the author writes, we spotted Formosan sika deer, goats, and even a rare type of stick insect.
Wow.
Ooh, yeah, stick insects. Very cool. Also, apparently, very rare. If something is rare, it is not common at all, okay? Precious metals like gold and platinum, they're very hard to find out in the world there. They are rarely occurring types of materials. They're not common at all. Rocks are everywhere. But hey, a big chunk of diamond or gold or something like that, you're not going to find that very often. It's going to be rare, just like these stick insects are. It's not every day that you get to see one. Anyways, for example, it is rare for Pam to smile in photos. Yeah, normally, if you see a picture of Pam, she's got a big frown on her face or no expression at all. It's rare for her to smile in photos. All right, folks, with that, today's lesson is in the books, and it's time for you guys to hear from the Chinese teacher.
作者跟朋友们吃完刨冰之后，当天傍晚他们有参加民宿提供的野生动物之旅。那文中的 bed and breakfast 指的是提供住宿和早餐的民宿，我们常常把它缩写成 B&B。好，那么大家骑着摩托车跟着这位导游在岛上四处乱逛，那一边听导游介绍栖息在绿岛的动植物。作者就说他们有看到台湾梅花鹿 Formosan sika deer， 还有山羊 goat， 还有一种罕见的竹节虫 stick insect。好，那我们来看单字 rare。rare 就是形容罕见的、稀有的，或者是不常发生的。它的副词是在后面加 ly 变成 rarely， 就是表达很少的或是难得的。好，那么刚刚 Jeff 老师提到说白金是罕见的金属，老师说的 platinum。Platinum， 这就是指铂这一种金属，俗称白金。好，那么以上这讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。
各位同学，大家好，我是建安老师。我们今天带大家看应答问题 （questions and response）。Alright， 今天呢要进入到 where 了哦，之前是 when， 现在是 where。where 呢一样要听前面2个字 为什么呢？你要听得出时态 ，OK？ 听得出时态，所以你要听的是 where 加 be 动词，还是 where 加助动词？你听到如果是 where did，OK？ 答案呢，你记得千万用过去的时态 ，OK？ 那你听到说 where is 什么什么，那你就要听一下地点 ，OK？ 所以这个是要聆听的重点 ，Alright？ 常见的问题形式啊，比如说where is the nearest post office？ 最近的这个邮局在哪里啊 ？Where is the subway station？Where did you put the meeting minutes？ 啊，这个字重要哈，这是会议记录，不是会议分钟哦。OK，meeting minutes 或者是 the minutes 就好了，这个要加上 s。All right， 常见的回答啊 ，Where is the nearest post office across from the park？ 是不是介系词片语啊 ？Near the school 就是一个介系词加个名词啊。Next to the supermarket， 这个答案是 OK 的。Where is the subway station？ 你也可以用时间的方式来回答，为什么呢？离这边15分钟 ，about 15 minutes from here， 这个也是回答地点的方式嘛。50 meters from here， 距离这边离这边50公尺，离这边10分钟、15分钟等等。这个也可以拿来回答 where，OK？ 再来 Where did you put the meeting minutes？ 你放在哪里呀？The manager took it， 被拿走了，这可不可以？这可以哦，这个比较高段一点，因为你听到 where 的时候，你就要等着这个地点，结果出现了一个人 ，the manager took it， 这样可不可以 ？OK 的。最后 They're in the filing cabinet， 这有讲出地点放在这个档案柜里面 ，It's in the filing cabinet。OK， 好，那我们来看一下这些例题吧。
Where will you meet the client?
A. This is not a good time. B. The meeting starts at 4 o'clock sharp. C. In the small conference room.
OK， 答案是哪一个呢？答案是 C。如果你有听到了 Where will you meet the client？ 你要在哪边碰面呢？In the small conference room，OK， 那 A 呢就是来混淆你的，因为你听到这个 where， 你如果没有听清楚，听起来像 when 的话，你就会想要选 A。再来 ，The meeting starts at 4 o'clock sharp。Meet 跟这个 meeting 类似的发音，是不是？所以再见了 ，All right。再来，我们再看第二个例题。
Where have you been for the last 2 hours?
A. No, I've never been there. B. Since last week. C. Meeting with our boss, Mr. Turner.
Alright， 这个呢也是比较高段的回答方法，但是如果你有听到的话是 OK 的。Where have you been for the last 2 hours？ 前2个小时你跑到哪去啦？答案 C 啊 ，Meeting with our boss, Mr. Turner。虽然这个是一个人名啊，但是呢，它还是可以拿来当回答的，因为他说的是什么？哎，你人去哪啦？他说跟老板开会，这个也是一个地点的展现。OK。好 ，Since last week 是不对的自从上个礼拜这个感觉是问时间。那 A 呢 ？No, I've never been there， 后面都不用看了，因为你用 No 去回答 where， 这个就错了，所以 A 跟 B 都再见，答案选 C。OK， 好，那我们再看一些表示这个出处或对象比如说 Where did you learn about this position？OK， 这个呢是。回答的时候可以什么？可以一个地点嘛 ，from a jobs website， 可不可以人 ？Jack，OK，Jack told me， 这样可不可以？也是可以的 ，OK。好，再来我们看到像这个 ，Where do I turn in my timesheet each month？ 每个月工作记录表交到哪边？那讲 give it to the HR department。A 呢，可不可以用问题去回答问题？也是 OK 的。Why don't you ask Sam？ 你去问 Sam 好了，我也不知道，就是把这个问题呢。丢给别人这个也是一种方法 OK 好，那我们来听一下这个例题记得WH 的疑问词听清楚第一个字然后还有它的关键字 Ready?
Number 1.
When will you take your annual leave?
A. I think so. B. January 3rd is my birthday. C. I'm waiting till September.
OK 答案呢很明显是 C 对不对 I'm waiting till September 他说 When will you take your annual leave 年假什么时候休呢这个 I think so 有一点点像是 yes 的概念 OK 所以呢这个就不能去回答这个 when 这种 WH 的疑问词 January 3rd 这个 OK is my birthday 就错了因为这个没有回答到问题我要等到9月这个是正确的答案再来一题
Number 2.
Where is that gray jacket I brought home from the dry cleaners last night?
A. I hung it in the closet. B. It should be dry by now. C. It goes with the green shoes.
答案是 A。OK， 希望你有答对哦。Where is that gray jacket I brought home from the dry cleaners last night? Where is that gray jacket? Gray jacket 在哪里？所以答案是 A. I hung it in the closet。这边有讲到地点嘛，我把它挂在这个衣橱里面。那这边 B 啊 ，It should be dry by now。Dry 跟这个 dry 是不是类似相同的发音 ？C 呢 ，It goes with green shoes。看到这个 gray， 然后这边有一个 green， 感觉就是来混淆你的，因为它是同类型的这个单字就是相关的单字，通常是 distractor 来混淆你的。以上是我们今天的课程内容，我是建安老师，我们下堂课见，拜拜。
See you next time.